boy, Dutch the Damon, and you now watching Damon Time with Dutch. On today's episode of Prison Stories Uncut, we over East Baltimore in them real trenches. But before I hop off in the storytelling mode, I want to send a big shout out to the brother Thomas Wilson. This brother sent his hard-earned money in, blessed the channel through Cash App. Can't appreciate you enough, pimp. Thomas Wilson. This brother don't just watch the channel, he support the channel. Now that we got that out the way, let's get it. So the very next day, Slow meets up with Fast Sammy on Potomac Street. It was raining hard as a bitch outside. Sammy was sitting in the BMW, listening to Cool G rap. He had that famous 38 that he keep with him on his lap. Everybody that was close to him knew that was his favorite gun. But anyway, he's sitting in the BM counting out the money. He had like 50 G's on him. He went on ahead and peeled out 15,000 to pay Slow for the contract. So once he get the 15 grand together, he went on ahead, threw the rest of the money in the book bag, threw it on the back seat. So checking his Rolex, he's starting to get impatient. Time was everything to Fast Sammy. He hate when niggas late. But just when he was having that thought, Slow pop out of nowhere. I mean, it was like Sammy looked down, looked up, and he was right there. Scared the shit out of him. Sammy rolled the window down like, man, don't be creeping up on me like that, man. Slow cracked and smiled. Sammy hit the locks, let him in. He hopped in the passenger seat. It was starting to thunder and lightning. Fast Sammy turned the radio down. And with a straight face, he asked Slow, so what was the purpose of you shooting the two bitches? Slow like, man, I try not to leave no witnesses. Fast Sammy rubbed his chin, thought about it. Can't argue with a man don't leave no witnesses. He slide on the money. When Slow see that, he get to grinning. He peeled through the money a little bit. Fast Sammy like, come on, man, don't disrespect me like that. You know it's all there. Slow like, you right. Tuck it in his pocket. So Fast Sammy like, it's raining like a motherfucker out here. You need to drop you off? But Slow like, no, I'm over this bitch house right now around the corner. Thanks anyway, though. Sammy gave him a pound. Slow hopped out the BM. Fast Sammy turned the Gucci rap back up. Pulled away from the curb. When he gets up by Patterson Park and Gate Street, he hop out, use the payphone, call his little brother Richard. And in this phone call, he tells Richard he needed him to slide over on Castle Street, pick up that 40 bands. That was another one of Fast Sammy hand-to-hand spots. The only difference was he was running heroin off that block. It was a new business venture for him. He had a homeboy named Smiley that was already getting it on the H on Castle Street. So what he did was, after a few talks and some convincing, Smiley got Fast Sammy to invest, boosting the strip to another level. So basically, Sammy took what Smiley was doing and increased that shit. But anyway, instead of dealing with grams like how Smiley was doing originally, he dealing with bricks now. And he got niggas working for him. All he got to do is pay Fast Sammy every Friday, like a 9 to 5 cop work. But anyway, so Sammy tell Richard go pick up that bread and meet him at the spot. And he hung up the phone. Boom, hop back in the BM and slide. So Richard, he get the message loud and clear. He hop in the Saab, push down on Castle Street. He had his little man Johnny with him. Johnny was a well-respected shooter from over East Baltimore. Been running with Sammy and Richard and them since they was kids for real. And he was like one of the only niggas besides them two that they took when they went to go pick up large amounts of money. So when they got down on Castle Street, everything went smooth. Smiley had already got the heads up from Fast Sammy that Richard was picking up this week. So he had the money ready, everything went smooth. However, instead of going straight to the spot to meet Fast Sammy, Richard decides to stop down Porsche House real quick and use the bathroom. His guts was bubbling, and he had little Johnny with him. So he pulled up down the projects in the Saab. You know when you pull up in the court down there, nigga can hear your car. Lil Sean was sitting in the living room. Chappelle was in the back sleeping. When he hear the car pull up, he hops up off the couch and look out the blinds and see the Saab. This an unknown car. Nice car at that. So he looking through the blinds. Lil Johnny hop out first. Lil Sean, who the fuck is this nigga? Then he see Richard hop out the driver's side. He like, oh shit.